train then, I'm pleased. Networking. Okay, this is, again, what can you do that doesn't cost much? Networking. IGLTA. If you didn't already do it, you might have missed it because it came out sort of last week. On the website for the convention, you can download a PDF with everyone's name and businesses from this IGLTA convention, so you'll have a list. The delegates PDF, also the directory. Everyone who's a member is in there. There's an email address. Whether you've met them or not, you could identify the people that maybe you can help and drop them a personal email. Maybe don't use your database for that. Send them a one-to-one email and introduce yourself and why you think maybe you should talk. Various organisations as well, such as the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, the International Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce. They're having a presentation up at, I'm going to it, I'm speaking, I've forgotten where it is, Copenhagen, Europride. Globe, Gay and Lesbian Organisation, Business Enterprises there in Melbourne, Sydney Gay and Lesbian Business Association in Sydney, Gay Business Association, which is in London. And you will find various organisations that you can become a part of. You can go to a function, you can meet people, you can collect cards. You can create your own networking event. What I think is assume the position you desire. If you know where you'd like your business to be in 2 or 3 years, start acting like it. If you think, well, you know what, I'd like to work with these people, I'd like to be this big, I'd like to do these things, host a networking event. Doesn't cost you much. Maybe you partner with someone like a hotel that can cover the cost of the breakfast for you. Maybe there's a business opportunity for the hotel to meet some influential people that will come to your event. And assume the position. Just be the person that you want your business to become. The bottom one's most important. Work hard. None of this is... It's not difficult, but the good stuff is hard. I don't know if I made these terms up. I'm in the education committee for IGLTA, and I was with Paul and Teresa and Russell in our committee, and I used the term WIFM or WIFT, and they didn't know what I meant, and I didn't know what I meant. I think it came to me. For partnering, what's in it for me, and what's in it for them? That's the secret to successful partnering. Think of their position. Why would someone want to do business with you? If it's low cost or no cost, maybe I have something that can help their business. So maybe if I think like they would think and approach them and say, hey, guess what, you're doing that. Well, I do this. And we're not competitors, but what I've got can help you make money, and what you've got can help me make money. And you can partner that way. So think, what's in it for them, what's in it for me? And if you can find a match, send them an email, see what you can do. Take a long view. Be honest with them and say, listen, it may not work. We're not going to lose anything if we try and explore and see if there's a business partnership opportunity. Communicate. You know, don't be frightened if it hasn't happened yet. Don't just sort of be embarrassed and not call them. Call them and let them know what you're thinking or feeling or what you've done or what hasn't worked, and say, well, you know, maybe it will work, we'll keep going, or it hasn't worked, you know. But stay in touch with them. Amro Worldwide, for example, Andrew's pointed out, he partnered with the 5 city destinations in 1 state. It was a very effective partnership. Well, 5 city destinations were very effective. Partnership assets. Protect your good name. This is one thing. I stand here proud that in 16 years, all the stuff we've done, I can't think of a single time we've done anything that I wouldn't stand here today and say, we did that. There's nothing that I would be embarrassed about that we worked on. You know, I read the most wonderful thing once. A friend of mine, a woman in Australia, she was the first female preacher at a church. And I'm not overly religious. I used to be an altar boy. I can genuflect that that was then. But I'm sitting there waiting for Julia to speak, and there was a pamphlet. I was bored, basically. But in the pamphlet was from the St James Ethics Centre in Sydney, and it said, what is ethics? What does it mean? And they said, picture this. The business decision you take today is tomorrow's headline in your local paper. Can you live with it? And I've never forgotten that, and I've used that. There have been 2 or 3 times when we've actually had to say to clients, we just can't do that, because if our name, our business, our good name is on that action, I'm not comfortable with that. Protect your good name. When it comes to partnering, it's one of your assets. People will trust you. People talk. You know, there'll always be people that don't like you. That's normal. That's business. Maybe competitors. That's okay. But just, you know in your heart. And I really believe that trust and honesty and communications are business assets. And I don't ever hear that said, but for me it works. And I think we should all think like that. Communication with your partners. Always try and keep them informed. IGLTA for us is a good partnership. Gay comfort. I want to mention quickly, I'm going to go through it because I know what I'm like and I can talk. So I will rush through. Some of you today would have seen at the media trade show our gay comfort product, and some of you came here wanting to see more of it, so I want to quickly demonstrate that. Then we want to move into Facebook, Blogger, Twitter and those things. But we partner with a lot of supporters that we help their business. But before I do that, research. Always research the market. Mind the gaps, as they say on the London train. Find out what you don't know and know what you're going to do before you act. Now, one example is our new client. This time last Saturday, I was covered in mud, floating in the Dead Sea. And I don't know if anyone knows Russell Lord. Russell, are you here? From Kenneth Stores? No? Okay, Russell Lord, if you get to meet Russell Lord, he took me to the Dead Sea. Tel Aviv is our new client. The easy option for us would be to dazzle them with our wonderful award-winning advertising and take a short-term gain with their budget and make a great ad, but we wouldn't really know how do we match what I think is a lesser demand for Tel Aviv because of all of the Middle Eastern situation that we all know about. How do I educate the market to come up and see the fabulous product that I saw last week? So I need research, I need to find out. So we're embarking on research for Tel Aviv to look at consumers and their attitudes towards this destination and what we need to do to help them decide to go to Tel Aviv. We'll tailor a campaign. There's an October symposium coming to Tel Aviv, an IGLTA symposium. I'm definitely going to attend that. There's a TLV Tourism Expo. Tel Aviv on June 12. I have 12,000 gay and lesbian customers from Tel Aviv, rarely considered by brands. If you want to sell some stuff, you can talk to me. I'll give you the contacts. You can, for $200 or $300 US, you can get in front of 12,000 customers in Tel Aviv next month. And then out now research, you know, we'll be doing that with Tel Aviv to help them. Talk to your customers, whether you're large or small, your customer can still tell you what you should do better, so you can know before you decide to act. You can survey online using these products, questionpro.com or SurveyMonkey are two examples. They're easy to set up, they're easy to understand. We use Question Pro. I find the functionality for analysis to be a little better, but you can do a simple survey with these guys, not too complicated. You can send it out with a link to your customer base, so tell us where we can do better. Whatever you do with research and what you learn, try and tailor your campaign or tailor your product to meet consumers' needs. Because if you meet consumers' needs, you sell more stuff. I mentioned before Gay Comfort. This is talking about why we created Gay Comfort, and it's about tailoring tourism product, whether it be tourism attractions, travel agent services, tour operator services, or in this case, hotels. This is a woman from a research group from Manchester, and her name is Becky. She's in green. She's about to tell us what she thinks of lesbian and gay travel.
Good. What would be, if we think of the term gay holiday in a very broad concept, what would be some positives of a gay holiday as opposed to the normal high street store holiday that you just walk in and grab?
I think for me, one of the main things that I'd look for from a gay-orientated holiday would be that the accommodation and their staff are accommodating to a same-sex couple. I think it's like even if you go into a hotel in the UK, if we're booking in together, you still get a bit of a you together, kind of look. And I think that's where I'd like to feel comfortable in the actual hotel.
So that, for you, in terms of the positives of a gay holiday, whatever that means.
Yeah, knowing that accommodation.
Knowing that you're in a safe space where you stay in this accommodation. You can be yourself.
Yeah.
So there's a nodding from Bain to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that reinforced something that we were already involved in. We see the missing link in terms of selling more stuff to lesbian and gay customers. We think there's an inherent weakness in the tourism industry in terms of the product. I spend more than half my life now being a gay marketing specialist, but when my husband Gary and I went and checked into a hotel in Berlin, I got nervous. I do this for a living. I was nervous because I wasn't sure how this lady behind the desk might feel that we were in the King Suite. And I shouldn't, but I did. And it's not just because of me, but because of that. It happened that we were in a research group and a lady got very upset when we were testing for a hotel company. She said, listen, I've had enough of this group. I like your ads, they're lovely. But we went and stayed in a property and we had a terrible time because the minute we checked in, it was clear to us that the person that had checked us in was not comfortable, and we became paranoid that maybe people were talking about us, that we were not welcome there. and they didn't relax and be comfortable. And if you're paying for it, surely we all deserve that when we travel. So we use Gate Comfort. It's an online training product. It's delivered to staff where they work, anywhere in the world, with a username and a password per hotel. It's training, but it's really about sales, because the training of the staff means that we can be confident to put them into our accreditation program, which is launching next month. It's called mygatecomfort.com. And we've partnered with the world's leading media products, so there will be banner ads directing consumers to mygatecomfort.com so they can know before they go where they should stay. And now is the